Hello everyone and welcome back to Syberia, where we're currently in the spa town of Aralbad, where we can actually interact with this rather
That is
fetching,
so beautiful.
fountain. We are carrying a screwdriver, some metal shears, and some vodka.
Good morning, sir.
Good day to you, ma'am, and welcome to the Hotel Kronsky. I don't expect you've made a reservation, have you? Well, no matter. We've got a few rooms left with a sea view. By far the best on offer.
Well, actually I wasn't counting on staying in Aralbad.
I see. It's like that then. So, what can I do for you?
Well,
I want to meet someone who lives here.
That's very inconvenient. None of my customers said they were expecting someone. You can't just turn up like that. We've got a very strict policy. In this day and age, the hotel ain't too open to, impromptu visits from any Tom, Dick, or Harry.
Please, I absolutely must speak with her. It's very important.
If it was that important, all you had to do was ring the hotel. People come here to rest, you see, to get away from the world, which ain't turning so good these days. Don't let me keep you. Good day to you, ma'am.
Honestly, if I could have called, I would have called, but I couldn't. So please, can you bend the rules just a little, sir?
Ma'am, in this hotel, we don't bend nothing for no one. With respect.
we don't bend nothing for no one. Help?
Sir, I really could use your help.
I'm sorry, ma'am, but my helping hand only serves my hotel guests.
Well, let me just say that by helping me out, you'd also be helping out one of your very own guests.
Ma'am, I'm not to be wound around anyone's little finger. You hear?
Could you tell me if a certain Hans Vorarlberg has ever been here?
On a spa holiday?
Yes, that's it.
I'm sorry, but our hotel register is strictly confidential.
Come on, please. It's not like it's a state secret you're telling me here.
And if I just let you consult our register, what am I gonna get out of it?
My eternal gratitude?
That's just what I was expecting. Adieu, as the French say, madame.
Could you tell me if a certain Hans Vorarlberg has ever been here?
On a spa holiday?
Yes, that's it.
I'm sorry, but our hotel register is strictly confidential.
Come on.
And if I... That's...
I want... well...
Oh, I wanted to talk about...
I'm sorry.
Don't...
Why?
No.
Yeah. Let me introduce myself. I'm Kate Walker. I'm a lawyer sent by a major American law firm to take care of a delicate inheritance case.
Ah, very pleased to meet you, Miss Walker. Felix Smetana at your service. I'm the receptionist of this establishment. Between you and me and the brick wall, I often play the role of general manager here, too. Ah, these days the place ain't what it used to be.
This hotel is truly incredible, though. It's kind of sumptuous in an old-fashioned way.
You should see how sumptuous our suites are. For more than a whole century, they have accommodated some of the world's greats. Would you like to take one?
No, it's okay, thank you. I'm not staying. I've got to get away. I'm expected.
Right. Well, in that case...
It's a real shame that there aren't any guests at your hotel.
We had our moment of glory, but now it's all in the past. That's all.
Doesn't it make you sad?
Why should it? Once upon a time I met the greatest of the great. Now I got my memories. Sweet memories.
Right, anyway.
Well, thanks anyway.
At your service, ma'am.
So, we need to somehow get past this. We can interact with the curtain.
Yes! Yes! Go!
It's detergent. Excellent. I know precisely what to do with detergent. Thank God it's not a koi pond. That might do some harm.
Sir? Sir?
You again? You're beginning to really overstep the mark. I warn you, one more and I'm going to... But what the hell's going on over there? Why is it me gets hell to pay when there's already too much work to do?
Oh, yes, too much work to do. It's not like you were just, I don't know, sat there watching the game. Mon. Edenor Hotels, the Kronsky Hotel. Amsterdam, Athens, Berlin, Brussels, Copenhagen, Dublin, Helsinki, Lisbon, London, Luxembourg, Madrid, Paris, Rome, Stockholm and Vienna. Is that the number for the one in Paris then? Just, I shall take a note of it. So, the Maritz, or Irish spelled. So 4643643. Excellent. That is a little button. Oh, that little button opens that. Helena Romansky, 1st of 10th, 1981. Day visitor with an access card. Okay. Hans Vorarlberg, 3rd of February 81, and he has a resident code which is 1478. That may be useful at some point. Helena Romansky. Oh, there's another Helena Romansky. And that's 1270, so... Okay, yes, so that's a later one. So she did indeed visit at least twice during that time. Excellent. I assume that the access cards are given to people who stay for a shorter period, whereas the resident codes are given to those who actually are here to recuperate and actually are going to be spending quite a long time here. That's a very that's a large swimming pool. Cool. That's something. What is this something that this is? It's something. Oh, there's a chessboard there. That's a door.
That door is locked.
Okay then. It's a crystal dish. It looks a lot like a champagne glass, but I could of course be mistaken. Or maybe it's just a really wide wine glass. It's a bit deep for a champagne glass, isn't it? Well, not for a flute, of course, but like for a...
Hello there.
Good afternoon, miss.
Are you the hotel barman?
My name is James, miss. James, the automaton nurse. I am not a barman.
I'm sorry. I didn't want to upset you.
If you don't mind, miss, I would appreciate it if you would just be a little more rigorous in the terms you employ in the future.
Sorry.
My name is Kate Walker.
Pleased to meet you, miss. You are not here for treatment, are you?
No, I'm not. I only want to meet Madame Romansky.
I would be delighted to serve you tea when Madame returns from her constitutional.
I don't want to impose. Maybe your mistress won't want to take tea with me.
Madame likes to complain for the sake of it. Believe me, she loves visits.
In that case, thanks for the invitation. I'm looking for Madame Romansky. Do you know where she is?
3:30 to 4:30 p.m., Madame Romansky takes her daily constitutional on the pier. Tea is served at 5 o'clock sharp.
Is it possible to go see her?
As you wish, but do pay attention to the salt wind.
Can you take me to Helena Romansky?
Not at this hour, miss. Madame will still be watching the sea at the end of the pier.
So?
Madame knows perfectly well that during this season I don't go down to the pier. My wheelwork goes dicky under the double corrosive action of the salt and sand winds. Listen, you can hear them sweeping up and down the beach and out to sea. We call it the salt wind here. It'll drive us all crazy one of these days.
Come on, just make a little effort.
No, I'll stay here and make ready for Madame in case she needs me. She can be so unpredictable, such violent swings of mood.
Have you ever heard of a Mr. Vorarlberg?
The name is not entirely foreign to me.
Really? You know Hans Vorarlberg?
That I cannot say, miss. Madame has forbidden me from talking about him and even mentioning his name.
Why?
Nostalgia, sadness, medication. Call it what you humans will. We never had this conversation, did we, miss? Madame would be very angry to learn that I know, and now you know as well.
Don't worry. Mum's the word.
Okay then.
Well, I'm going, James.
It would be a...
So... we need to get out into the pier and have a chat with Madame Romansky then. Our question is through where? Not through there, clearly. Ah, through there. That makes a lot more sense. Okay, so I assume we need a code for this, so let's use Helena's, which is 1270, and...
Darn it! That doesn't work. Just as I thought.
You could have told me. How about Hans's? Hans's was... Let's see, 1478. 1478.
Doesn't look like that works.
It doesn't, does it? No. Right. Huh. So we need to locate either a helpful employee or something. Oh, that's open. Or something that we can steal from a helpful employee. Kronsky Hotel access card, temporary code 0968. That's a bit convenient. Why, though? Why, though? If the puzzle is that the codes that we've got don't work, and we need a temporary access code, why do we just need to walk to the side where a door has magically opened? 09. Was it 68? Yes, it was. I got so very upset that I nearly forgot. Oh, there's a gas mask. Excellent. Oh yes, anyway, if that's really just a puzzle, why do we need to do it? I mean, at that point it doesn't really give you any value. There's no value to that puzzle, because the puzzle is just walking off to the side. And also, sorry for the sniffling, I think I'm coming down with a cold. But if the puzzle's just walking off to the side, then it really does offer no value, and doesn't even need to be there, it's just pointless busy work.
Madam
We already
Romansky?
had two perfectly
Madam
good
Helena
codes.
Romansky?
Who are you? What do you want?
I'm sorry to disturb you, ma'am. My name's Kate Walker. I've come on behalf of Frank Malkovich.
Ah, Markovich, the old son of a gun. Are you one of his relatives?
Not exactly. He's a good friend of my mother's. He told me you might be here in Arrowbad. I'm American, a lawyer.
To what do I owe your visit? You have come so far. It must be important.
Indeed it is. I have very delicate and pressing business to attend to. I have just left...
Later, my dear, later. I have a slight headache. This hotel mask, they pinch so. I have to go in. Please, could you be so kind as to call my valet?
Your valet, of course.
Okay.
You back here again? How dare you show your damn face round here? Get out of here immediately!
Please, I absolutely must find...
Miss Romansky! Oh, yes, I'm sorry. She managed to lie her way in here. Don't matter how vigilant you are, there's always one. But it won't happen again. She'll be out on her ear before you can say, I hope she hasn't upset you too much.
Oh, Felix. Stop being such a grizzly bear. This woman is my guest.
She's your guest? But that ain't possible. This vandal didn't even know you 3 hours ago.
Be quiet, Felix, before you offend someone.
Miss Romansky, please. This maniac turned up earlier and tried to wreck the fountain. If it wasn't for the...
I said enough, Felix. Please treat Miss Walker with the respect befitting one of my friends. Don't touch and don't swear. Have I made myself clear, Mr. Smetana?
Yes, yes, crystal clear, Madam Romansky. Please do accept my humble apologies.
Very good, Felix. You may go now.
Okay, well that was pointless again. No, actually, no. No, there's a thing.
If that's going to work.
Excellent. I'm gonna appropriate that fucking clock. No, it's not a clock, it's a bell. It is, in fact, it is the end of the bell. It is the fin de cloche.
James? James, where are you? I've rung for you several times. Madame Romansky wants you to bring her back inside.
Several times, you say? Are you sure? I didn't hear anything.
That's right, several times. Quick, go and get her.
This really is most tiresome, miss. If the bell really hasn't rung, then I'm going out for nothing. It's the salt wind. Too much, and it'll play havoc with my insides. If you don't mind, I'm going to wait for the bell to ring again.
Madame Romansky isn't going to like it.
Don't worry. You get used to it.
Well, aren't you just the fucking ray of sunshine? Doing your duties, being a nurse, stuff like that. Oh, Felix. You care so much about things that really, you know, you see as big things, but then there's small things like the upended chairs in the dining room, and of those you do not care. You do not give one solitary shit because you are a conceited little bastard. I'm almost certain we were given something. But, well, I assume now James should have heard the bell, because it was closer and also being wrong, and therefore...
No point weighing myself down.
No, of course not. You just go random. You've got a screwdriver, metal shears, vodka, and a crystal dish, which I still maintain is a glass.
James, what are you waiting for? Don't tell me you didn't hear the bell this time.
The bell did indeed ring, but it is very windy outside, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a bit gusty. But what's that got to do with it?
Madam doesn't understand. She says an automaton doesn't need protection, but my...
And if you wore my mask to
Oh, most certainly.
Katie Pooh. So, have you met her yet? This Helena person? What's she like? Does she remember Frank?
Hi, Mom. Yeah, sure. I met her, and yeah, she's living in Arrowbad. you can thank Frank for me again.
I'll remember to, honey. So, what's Arrelbad like? Maybe Frank can take me there one day.
It's this seaside resort, Ma, but it isn't what it used to be. You'd be real disappointed.
Maybe you're right. So, when are you coming home? Is that mission all over then?
Not really, Ma. I still haven't found the heir I'm looking for to wrap up the case. Helena Romansky's a kind of detour here.
Listen, Munchkin. I get the distinct impression that you're being led up the garden path. Why don't you just come home, tell your boss this heir just doesn't exist, that you've done all you can, et voila. Do you want me to call him for you?
Ma, please, don't get involved. Looking for Hans Vorarlberg is what I'm being paid for. But I also just want to find him for myself.
Honestly, you're just as stubborn as your father. Don't complain that your mother didn't warn you.
Don't worry, I won't.
Anyway.
It's a real honor to meet you, Madame Romansky. People have told me so much about you.
People still talk about me. Oh dear.
Of course. Everyone tells me how wonderful you were. How you were one of the greatest singers of the century.
Ah, so I was, my dear. But surely you didn't come here just to dig up the past.
I did, and don't call me Shirley.
Like I said, I'm a lawyer, and to tell you the truth, I don't know much about classical music. But after talking to Mr. Borodin and Mr. Malkovich, they really made me want to hear you.
Oh, you are too late, my child. 10 years too late. And how is dear Frank? Do tell me. Oh, I am still angry with him for leaving like that to America. Don't be offended, but I never suspected those cowboys actually have an ear for real music.
I don't think he sings much anymore. The odd gala, the odd charity event. Anyway, he sends his love.
Oh, his love. Do you hear that, James? There is someone who still loves me on the other side of the Atlantic.
Never said they didn't, madam.
What about this other gentleman? What is his name? Borodin? Do I know him?
Yes, you once sang in Comkalsgrad. An incredible recital, if the director's account is anything to go by. If you only knew how moved he still is. He's another one who still adores you.
I must confess that seeing one of my greatest admirers once more would do wonders for me, but... my voice. It is so... I couldn't.
I'm wrapped up in a case at the moment, and because of it I met a certain Mr. Sergei Borodin, director of the
I remember that.
Madame Romansky, this Borodin is one of your
Sorry, I'm
biggest
going to be
fans.
skipping some things because
If you could come
there's a
and
lot
sing
of
for him
repetition
there,
in
it
this.
would make one of his biggest dreams come.
Sing? Oh, my poor girl.
Oh, aren't you going a bit far there?
Oh, there we go.
I
That's
bet
something
you've still
new.
got a great voice.
Oh, you are the sweetest cherry, my dear. I am not senile yet, but I look reality in the face every time I look in the mirror, and I can tell you, singing is something I did in the past.
Madame Romansky, please understand I would never have come so far to disturb you if I didn't really need your help.
I understand, my dear, but my health is failing me, as does my voice. Believe me, no one is sadder than I.
Strange. I get the impression that Hans Vorarlberg turned up here, too.
You know Hans Vorarlberg?
Not exactly. I'm looking for him to sort out this inheritance case. But I've had to snoop around in his past a bit to get on his trail, and I guess he's kind of a close friend now. You knew him, didn't you?
Oh, yes. I knew Hans Vorarlberg. Do you hear, James? If you had the chance to meet Hans, my Hans. Oh my god. What has become of him? Where is he?
As questions go, madam, that one is not without certain complications.
I'm sorry, but I have no idea. That's the goal of my mission, to find Hans Varlberg. That's why I have to get back to my train as quickly as possible and to get out of Komkalsgrad.
And you cannot find him without the train?
The train is one of his last inventions. So is Oscar, the automaton engineer. I get the feeling that the two of them are going to lead me to him.
Did you hear that, James? I might see Hans again. I have dreamed so long of meeting my dearest sweetheart again. Oh, if only I could sing. If only I were in Paris, I would ask George for that miracle cocktail. The one that only he knew how to make. Wouldn't I, James?
Yes, madam. As you have frequently said, without that famous cocktail, your French tour would have probably been cancelled.
I don't understand.
An extraordinary tale, my dear. It was December, and it was terribly cold and damp. I had to play the role of Tatiana that evening at the opera. But since the morning, I had lost my voice. It drove me completely mad with worry. I don't know how George, the barman at the Moritz Hotel, heard about my affliction, but he brought me up a cocktail that he had invented. A strange concoction. But it turned out to be a miracle cure. My voice returned to me in an instant.
That's amazing.
Ah, my dear child. It is impossible.
Well, I'm going to get George to tell me.
Okay, so, excellent.
I'll let you
It
Now we have a goal. We need to call up the Moritz in Paris and get the recipe for a cocktail that cures things. So the number for the Moritz was 464 3366 643.
Hello, Hotel Moritz?
Reception here. Can I help you?
I'd like to talk to Mr. George. He's a barman at your hotel.
I'll connect you with the bar. Just a moment. Hello, hotel bar?
Hi, I'd like to talk to George, please.
George? You mean Mr. George?
Yeah, probably. He must have been a barman at the Moritz in the 50s?
Well, don't want to disappoint you, but Mr. George stopped working here quite a while ago. What was it about?
I've been told that Mr. George had a recipe for a fantastic cocktail, and only he knew the ingredients. I absolutely must know what was in it. It's a matter of life and death.
I'd love to help you, ma'am, but you see, old George, now he knew a lot of cocktails. One hell of a barman and one hell of a reputation. He did write down his recipes before he left, but if you can tell me which one you were looking for exactly?
I don't know. There are a lot of them, you say?
Yeah, the Paris Peking Shuffle, the Deep Green Secret, Boko Poco, Blue Helena, Red Mambo.
Helena! Yeah, that's the one. The Blue Helena.
Right, I'll take a look. Blue Helena, you say? Let's see. 1 measure of vodka, 1 measure of blue curacao, 1 measure of honey, a dash of lime and ice cubes. Shake it all together, and Bob's your uncle.
Perfect. Thank you very much, sir. You have been most helpful to me.
Right, so vodka, blue curacao, honey, lime, and well, lemon, whatever, citrus fucking fruit, and honey. So vodka, blue curacao, honey, and a lemon or a lime. One of those fucking citrus fruits. And ice, of course. Right. Well, we've got... What's that? Lemon looks ancient. Oh, it's crystallized honey. So we need to get that liquid again. Otherwise it won't be much use to us, unfortunately. So... the pool that we can still see there on the raised pool, I think it's going to be either a cold pool or a hot pool. It's one of these, and oh no, we turned it off, did we? Oh fuck. Yeah, looks like I did. Oh, I'm a fucking idiot. Or is it liquid now?
Doesn't look like that.
No, of course it doesn't. Why the fuck does it look like it's liquid in the fucking bottle then? Stop leading me on this. How expertly erase my hopes and dash them. Okay, now it's hot. Only when I interacted with the valve for a second time did I notice that there was steam coming from the pool. Does that work? Is it working? Yes, maybe, no. Yes! Seems to have worked. Seems to have also increased the mass of honey. Not gonna talk to you guys. Weirdos. So, now to mix a blue Helena. Using, of course, the tools of the trade. And let's see, so... Okay, so... Let's see, how does that go? So that's both clef signs, but which is which, I think. I think that's the bass clef and that's the treble clef. Because you see a lot more of the treble than you do of the bass. Now there's a bottle missing from there as well, so vodka. Okay, so... There we go, where is it? Is it? No, it's not even under there. Christ, where the fuck is it? Right, so... Okay, so it's only got two positions, which I assume means this is the treble clef position, this is the bass clef position. And I think under the bass clef, you had cognac was the bass setting, as it were. Where the fuck isn't it there? Like, Hotel, Lettuce Helena. Hans's is it under Hans's designs? No. No. Okay, so the base setting was cognac, under which was vodka. So it's either this or this. I'm assuming that it goes in order. So oh, do we need to turn it on? Okay, now we got a thing. Okay. I think it was this for the blue curacao. which just leaves honey, lemon, ice, and shaky shaky. I think that's correct. Is it?
My voice. My God, that is atrocious. Horrific. It was too good to be true. George's Blue Helena is powerless. Ineffective on the voice of an old woman.
But your voice is perfect. Don't be so down on yourself. You just need to warm up a bit, that's all. After all these years, it's to be expected.
No, I am very grateful for all your efforts, but really, I cannot go on stage with such a puny, pathetic voice. My performance would be so poor. I would get such bad reviews.
You've just got to get your confidence back. Hasn't she, James?
I must concur, madam.
James, be quiet. You are a sniveling little creep.
No, that's probably not nice.
My voice. My God, what have I done? My voice has returned. Did you hear that, James? My voice has returned.
Your voice is still as magnificent as ever, madam. But please don't forget, you're no spring chicken these days. Time has taken its toll.
And you're not the toy boy you once were either, James. I hope you have fun on your own.
Madam, leaving you is quite out of the question.
Don't be stupid, James. What would you do there? Your place is here. You must prepare my return.
Madam, I won't insist. Adventure is not an integral part of my action functionalities. Maybe you're right, madam. As ever.
Do I understand correctly that you're going to go with me to Comcalsgrad?
You do, my dear. We're going on tour, my dear. Anchors away.
I'll go back to the airship to prepare my departure. You can join me there when you're ready.
James! Take me to my room. I must prepare. Quick! Quick! What are you waiting for? My fans are waiting for me.
Are you sure you're sure about this, madam?
Shut up, James, and put your foot on it.
No, this was the train station. We have to go to the great big fucking airship, don't we?
Hello?
Hi, it's me, Olivia.
Hey, sweetie, what's new? How was it at the Goldbergs then?
Like, alcoholic.
Is that all? What's up? Cat got your tongue?
Well, tell me what you're up to. How's the case going? How's that Romansky chick? You don't think it's dragging out too long?
I haven't had the time to get bored, I can tell you that, but... Hey, Olivia, what's the matter? You didn't even answer my question. That's so unlike you.
Did I tell you I bought this really cool blue silk top?
Olivia, what are you hiding? Come on out with it. You've got me worried.
Oh, Kate, I'm sorry. I've done something horrible. I can't sleep anymore. I can't eat. I keep wanting to hurl.
Olivia, tell me what's going on.
Dan!
What about Dan? Has something happened to him?
You're gonna hate me for the rest of your life, and you'd be right. In your situation,
What?
After the Goldbergs, Dan took me home. We were a bit, we shouldn't have drunk so much. He came up to mine to have a nightcap, and then... Okay, you're gonna hate me. Please hate me.
I got it.
It's all my fault. I could never tell you that I've had the hots for Dan for ages, because you're my friend and you were engaged and all, but then we got so close lately, and I just lost sight of what's right and what's wrong. Kate, the guilt is killing me. I want to die.
Look, don't bust a gut over it. You and Dan, it's like not real right now. I gotta go, Olivia. I need to process this new bit of data.
Are you like some automaton or something? Kate, please.
I'm hanging up now. I want to be on my own.
Fair enough.
Очи черные, очи страстные, очи жгучие и прекраснее, как ему я вас, как боюсь я вас, знать увидел вас, я в недобрый час. Очи черные, очи страстные, очи жгучие.
Well, what have we here? Firstly, again, a very, very nice looking, very impressive cutscene. Very good looking. Especially like, it's always good to see cutscenes like that in games like this, because it does add to the polish, it does add to the kind of sense of effort and, you know, care. However, we've reached the 50-minute mark, so this episode's going to end here. So please join me again next time on Wednesday, when we actually get to finish Syberia 1. Now, as always, you're going to have a subscriber thing in the middle, something YouTube picked out for you on the left, and the full Syberia playlist on the right. Until Wednesday, goodbye!